The countdown is on to Thanksgiving. How's your stress and anxiety level about cooking the bird? I know mine is sky high, and if yours is too, you might want to pay attention to what our next guest has to say. He is the Guinness World Records holder for the world's fastest turkey carver after all. Welcome, Paul Kelly. It's great to see you, Paul.
Hi, Danny. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Of course, great to be here. Of course. We always know that when we have you on, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. So what should we be doing in these few days before the holiday to get ready to cook the turkey?
Well, I mean, I would say, first of all, what you need to do is you need to get yourself a meat thermometer, because that is the only thing that will tell you whether your turkey is really cooked to perfection or not, because ovens vary in temperature, the temperature of your fridge, putting the bird into the oven. There is so much going on that time is purely a guideline. It is only temperature, the core temperature of the bird, that tells you whether it's cooked or not. So make sure you get yourself a meat thermometer before Thanksgiving Day, if you haven't already got one.
Okay, that's huge. I will definitely go do that. Thank you so much, Paul. Okay, so what about other tips when it comes to cooking the bird Thanksgiving Day? Big things that we need to remember.
Yeah, you know what? The thing with Thanksgiving, and it's the same with Christmas over here in the UK, you can make it as complicated as you want, or you can make it as simple as you want. And what I would say is, if you do get yourself a heritage turkey, one that's fully mature, that's got lots of fat laid down, it doesn't need any help. If you get a supermarket turkey, they're very young, they've got no fat, they're very immature, so they need lots of help. But in terms of basting and using aluminium foil and butter under the skin, and even that deep frying thing that you guys do, that I've done that. It's possibly dangerous, in my opinion, but you can actually make it complicated. But if you get a good turkey, just doing a plain roast turkey using a meat thermometer is really the best thing you can do. And I would say to people, to give you a bit of confidence, treat the turkey just like a big chicken. That's all it is. You know, it's just, I know it's Thanksgiving Day, but if you think all this is a big chicken and I'm going to take the temperature, that takes the stress out of it.
Now, I want to ask you, too, this is something that has been big in my household. My family and I bought a Traeger smoker a few years ago. We've been smoking everything when it comes to our meats. What do you think about smoking your turkey? Is that something you would ever try?
Yes, I mean, certainly. That's a great thing. If you love smoked meat, it's the perfect thing. And using your barbecue, you know, to cook the turkey, that frees the oven up, doesn't it, on Thanksgiving Day to do all your veg and everything. So you can, if you're confident, you can do it whichever way you want. But the big thing here is the meat thermometer will tell you whether you cooked it to perfection or not. And don't overdo it. Don't stuff the bird because the air can't get through it. Just put the bird breast down, cook it for an hour, turn it over, and then finish the bird off just like a chicken. How
do we know that we have enough, that we've bought a big enough bird?
The rule of thumb is 1 pound per person. If you're going to serve 12 people, get a 12-pound turkey. That will give you plenty for Thanksgiving lunch, and it will give you leftovers to make the sandwiches and the soups and the stocks and all that you want to do as well. So a pound a person will be fine. All
right, well, let's get to the meat and potatoes, if you will. Can you show us a few carving tips here?
I certainly can. This is my speciality. I'm good at this. There we go. Right. So number one, you want a sharp knife. A sharp knife is a safe knife. So if it's a blunt knife, you apply pressure, and that's when you cut yourself. So get yourself a sharp knife.
Okay.
And what I do is break the bird down to what we call its primals. I'm going to take the wing off, then take the leg off, and then take the breast off. So very quickly, you can take that wing clip off there, and then take the whole of the leg off. You just cut down through the skin, peel it back, and that comes right off.
Okay.
And then you've exposed the breast. So you could then start to carve the breast. But what I'm going to do is go a step further, get your carving fork, and I'm going to take the whole of the breast lobe off. Okay. Using a sharp knife, go down the breastbone, and we're going to cut the whole of the breast off. There we go. And then you can do that. Now you can see this bird's actually been out of the oven for over 2 hours now, and it's still piping hot.
Wow.
Yeah. So when the breast lobe is off, you can then start to carve the meat. Top tip: get that skin, put it on a baking tray, pop it back in the oven with salt for about 20 minutes at 350, and you've got the most amazing turkey crackling.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
When you've got your breast here, you can then start to carve down through the meat lovely slices of even turkey meat. And if you do it this way, you'll get about 15 to 20% more servings out of your bird. There's that. And then you can pick your dark meat up, the leg there. Again, you peel that skin off, put that into a baking tray to make some turkey crackling. And then you can just carve the dark meat onto a tray like that. And then once you've carved the meat, once you've got enough servings, then you get the stock from the bird piping hot. And that's a great tip. If you've had a little bit too much to drink on Thanksgiving Day, you're a bit behind with the cooking. If the meat's a bit cool, don't worry about that. Get your gravy and your stock piping hot, bring it to the boil, and then when you pour that over the meat, it'll bring it back up to temperature very, very easily. So once you've got the meat in the tray, then you stock it, and then you serve it, and you're good to go. And then you just do the same with the other side. The wing off, the leg off, the breast off. Once it's off, once the meat's off the bird, start to carve it, and you get lovely even portions of both white meat and dark meat.
Wow, Paul, oh my goodness, thank you so much. You know what, the only thing that I regret every year when we talk to you is that I am not right next to you, because that looks incredibly delicious, and I would kill to eat that right now. So thank you so much, Paul. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you again. And guys, for more turkey tips and tricks from Paul, you can head to kellybronze.com.